Just got in our outdoor solar light. It has 5 sensor modes. We're going to get it opened up and check it out. There's a nice size solar panel, our remote as you saw, and our light. Okay, it has a rechargeable battery inside here. Flip this over. Here will be our sensor, of course our lights, and they are adjustable. On the bottom side you can adjust your timing for the motion. If something sets the light off, you can set it to 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or 120 seconds. You can set your sensitivity on the motion that is detected, whether it's something small or something large, from low, medium, and high. You have your different mode buttons, and you can adjust a lot of those with the remote itself, which is a very cool feature. And you'll plug in your solar panel right here. So we're going to go get this installed and see how well it works. Okay, we're going to need a cordless screwdriver. It just makes things a little quicker and easier. You don't necessarily have to have one, but it helps. This is siding, and we already have some holes already drilled from a previous light that quit working, but they're not exactly the same, so we're going to have to use one of the existing holes and make a new hole. All right, once you get your bracket mounted up there, you're ready to put your light on. Take it, line it up with your bracket, and just slide it down. Good to go, right there. We're going to have to tighten this screw up a little bit because it's loose, so we'll get it tightened up just a little. Now we're going to go up a little higher and get our solar panel mounted. Depending on where to mount it, you just want to make sure that you have it pointed up. The black part, the solar part, up. I have seen people install these with it pointing down or out to the side. It's got to be pointing up. The sun's up. Get that at an angle that you can work with and see what's going on. Get that one on, flip that around, and do the other side. Now just tilt that solar panel where you want it, and we will get to where we can see the plug underneath it, and we'll get it plugged in, and we should be good to go. It should start charging our rechargeable battery. Got the light hooked up and everything is working great. And I looked back on my desk and I saw the remote and I thought I didn't mention anything about the remote, I don't think. So with that in mind, let's go over the features of the remote for this light. First thing you're going to notice on the top left side is the security mode. At night, when motion is activated within the detection distance, the first 15 seconds will flash with a high brightness. Then maintain a high brightness for 15 seconds and then it'll turn off. You can activate that by pushing that button right there on the remote. Over here on the right is our power button, which is self-explanatory there. The first button right here is the sensor mode. At night, high brightness is activated by motion within the detection distance, and the time to maintain high brightness is determined by the time dial. The second one here is the eco sensor mode. At night, motion within the detection distance activates at a medium brightness, and the time is to maintain the medium brightness is determined by the time dial. Second thing is we have a dim to sensor mode for the eco. At night, the low brightness remains constant and the motion within the detection distance activates a medium brightness. The time to maintain the medium brightness is also determined by the time dial. Lastly, we have the on mode. At night, you keep the 4-hour on with the medium brightness of 200 lumens. That pulls about 2 watts. So the remote is nice to have in case you want to make some adjustments. But once you really get the light set up, you're good to go. And if you're wondering what I've got this remote sitting on, it is actually the other bracket that came with the light. This is if you want to put this on a corner of the house. It took me a little bit to figure that out, but you can put that on the corner of the house and then it'll slide in there. You'll be able to put your screws here and your screws there, and like this is your house, you can put it right there in the corner. So there you have it, folks. That is our new light for the backyard. Man, that thing is bright. Let's take a look at it real quick, and then I will finish this up. Now you're gonna notice one thing. It's definitely dark out there, but when I open this door, since it is right above the door, it will detect the door moving, and it lights up the backyard really well. It may be hard to see with this GoPro, but the backyard is completely lit up. If anybody was back there, you would see them. There is a gate right on the other side of this shed, and I checked that out. And as soon as you come through that gate, which is like nearly right at a 90-degree angle, it detected me standing there and the light kicked on, which is great. So if you're coming out in the backyard to bring something around to the shed, it will come right on. I know you probably can't see me, but it is what it is. It is dark out here, but the yard is lit up. There you have it. That's the light, and it's great.